Crystal. Welcome to the EMS Daily Boost. Today, I wanted to talk about uniqueness and everybody's originality. We are all created differently, but we are all created for a reason and for a beautiful purpose. And if you haven't found your purpose yet, that's fine, and that's part of the journey in this life. But we all have reasons to be here, and all have reasons to live, all have things that we are called to do. And sometimes it's hard to believe that we have a reason to be here because of so many things that have happened to us or been done to us, or even that we've done ourselves, that we have a hard time forgiving ourselves for. But this season in life won't last forever, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel. I like talking about people's differences and their uniqueness because there's so much in the world today that says that we have to fit a certain mold, fit into what the world believes that we have to do. But at the same time, the world is screaming for originality, is screaming to be heard for who they are. And that is the way we need to live, is to know ourselves and to love ourselves with all of our quirks and all of our the things that make us who we are, our creative spirits, our minds, our and even the things that we feel like we fall short in. It's not necessarily a bad thing. We all are good at something, and all of us are not good at other things. And I know that some people are saying, well, I'm not good at anything, but that's not true. It can't be true. You just haven't found your niche in life yet. Because we were all created for a purpose. We all were created as a masterpiece. Here at the Ecclesia Millennium Society, no one is turned away. We have so many people here who come on a regular basis, even on a daily basis, where they have been rejected by other places because they were not welcome there for their differences. And we see people in their uniqueness, and we see people in even when somebody has something that they struggle with, a mental illness, schizophrenia, depression, addictions, they are still on this earth for a reason. They are on this earth to be loved, to be cared for. And it is a crime that so many people are not loved and cared for. Another thing that people believe in their journey to be somebody is that their purpose or their calling in life needs to be something that's grand, something that everybody can see. I mean, on social media, there's so many people who are vying for a place to be heard, to be the next Justin Bieber, or, any number of the people that have been found on the internet and become famous that way. They think that if they aren't famous, or that they haven't written a book, a bestseller book, or they haven't done something that the world looks at, that they haven't accomplished a purpose. They want their name to be in lights, or they want their name to be remembered for a long time, even after they're gone. What I've realized in my life is that a person's purpose can be what the world would say is small. And I say that because the world has weird ideas of what is important. But what the world would see as small, as being a stay-at-home mom taking care of her children every day in and day out, making sure that they're raised and taken care of properly, and they learn their manners and they learn their schooling and they grow up to be respectable adults. The world makes stay-at-home moms look like they aren't accomplishing anything. Believe me, raising children is one of the greatest jobs that you can do. And if you do it well, you have fulfilled great and mighty purpose. We have so many jobs out there that people do that are so important. The garbage men, if we didn't have garbage men, if you've ever experienced a garbage strike, you understand how much those men and women who collect the garbage, how much they mean to the community, because they do it every day in and day out, and our neighborhoods are clean. We create so much garbage and we don't even know it, because the garbage men and women get rid of it before we notice it. The men and women who take care of our water systems, the men and women who take care of our electrical, we take those people for granted. But we think in our brains, or the janitors, we think in our brains that those are menial jobs. But if everybody out there was seeking fame and fortune, we wouldn't have those things taken care of, and this world would be in disarray. If you have one of those jobs, be proud that you are one of the few who is willing to get down in the dirty and take care of the things our communities need to be taken care of with no reward. I thank you for those things. So important. There's so many people out there who are doing things that they love to do from their heart, with no desire for fame and fortune. And we are prideful enough to belittle them and tell them that they're not doing a good job. I could speak forever on the different jobs and the different things that people do, different quirks and things that people have. I love people because of their uniqueness. I love hummingbirds. Don't know why. See? But it was put inside of me as something that I get great joy out of. I get great joy out of music. I'm a musician, I'm a singer, but there's some people who aren't. And we need to learn to celebrate our differences instead of expecting things of people that weren't created in them to be or do or like or think. Or some people are very easygoing and nothing much bothers them. Other people get really stressed really easily. Some people suffer from anxiety. Some people suffer from depression. And that's just who they are and where they are at. Thankfully, those things can be overcome, but we can't look down on people for being that way. If anything I said today sinks in, the one thing I want us to remember is that we're all different. We're all different, and it's meant to be that way. Absolutely. If we were all the same, this world would be absolutely boring. And we all have our challenges, we all have our struggles, we all have things that we are learning to overcome. And we can't be holding things against each other at all. We are to walk beside each other, encourage each other, to be there for each other, because you know you need somebody to be there for you. So you need to be that for somebody else. Here at the Ecclesia Millennium Society, we know that. We've learned that. But we see that we're all in this together. So I encourage you, in your daily life, to look around you and look for people that you can love, because you know you need it too. And stop looking at our differences as things to be offended by, or to held against somebody, or to judge somebody for, but look at the uniquenesses that we have as masterpieces. as unique gifts that we were each given, that we can be light to the world, that they may see and understand love.